The European Union parliamentary elections in June revealed growing support for far-right parties in several member states, although centrist parties continue to hold power at EU institutions in Brussels. Marine Le Pen's National Rally Party won the highest share of French votes in the EU Parliament election, with 31%. She made clear her ambition to win power in France itself.
We are ready to turn the country around, ready to defend the interests of the French people, ready to put an end to mass immigration.
President Emmanuel Macron made the shock decision to dissolve Parliament and call a general election. Left and centrist parties formed an alliance to block Le Pen's party from power. But the new government lost a vote of confidence in early December, and President Macron is struggling to appoint a new prime minister. Marine Le Pen faces troubles of her own, as an ongoing corruption trial could derail her political ambitions. In Germany, Europe's biggest economic power, the far-right Alternative for Germany party came second in the EU Parliament elections, putting the Social Democrats of Chancellor Olaf Scholz into third place.
We have to worry about the vote for right-wing populist parties here and in other European countries. We must never get used to this, and it must always be our mission to push them back.
That call went unheeded. In September, Alternative for Germany won a state election for the first time in Thuringia and came a close second in Saxony. Analysts say the immigration issue was central to their success.
How do you respond to that dissatisfaction that relates to migration? I mean, perhaps also the topic of inflation and the increases in prices in the last years plays a role, but I think the migration topic really is sort of at the center of the dissatisfaction.
Germany's three-way ruling coalition under Scholz collapsed in November, and the country is due to hold elections this coming February. Alternative for Germany is campaigning on a platform of slashing immigration and stopping military support for Ukraine in its war against Russian invaders.
We want peace in Ukraine. We don't want any weapons deliveries. We don't want any tanks. We don't want any missiles.
In Austria, the far-right Freedom Party topped the vote in September's election with more than 28%, but all other parties ruled out forming a coalition with the Freedom Party, so they have been excluded from power. In 2025, analysts say all eyes will be on the political turbulence in France and Germany as Europe prepares for the return of Donald Trump to the US presidency in January. Henry Ridgwell, VOA News.